Ever wondered if you can beat Spore without a mouse? Yeah, you heard that right. Today we are taking on the ultimate challenge, almost every stage of Spore, without a mouse. It's wild, it's weird, and trust me, it's not gonna be easy. But before we dive in, let's start where all life begins, the cell stage. Yep, we are born with a mouse. Sadly, we'll need it for just a bit until we evolve into something more mouseless. Firstly, we need to eat a little until we can find the love of our life, and after that we will be able to delete something unimportant, a mouse. And finally, our small cell is ready. Oh, and the love of our life was eaten. Wonderful. Now we will take revenge as badly as never before, I promise. Yes, bite him, kill him, and us as well. Nice. After digging inside the game for a long time, I finally managed to make our cell without a mouse. It was really difficult. I tell you that the first Google link doesn't work, and you need to use the second link. It's clear that we can't eat so small pieces of food. So I will try to kill a few other cells and see if we receive any DNA for this. No, as you can see here, we didn't receive any DNA, and we still can't eat anything. And it's kind of logical, no meat, no plant pieces, nothing works. But right now, I will try to kill the gigantic creature. I meant to take revenge for the love of our life, of course. All of this just for revenge and justice. And maybe after this, I will receive a little DNA, which would be logical because you need to do a lot for killing this bad cell. Spoiler alert, I managed to kill this giant, but I didn't receive any DNA. So, okay, we will pass this stage with a mouse, because it's just physically impossible to pass this stage without it. Congrats on the creature stage! First of all, we are making a quest for a fragment. It's done despite a lot of hypnotizing the fragment. You can see that near our hunger bar, we don't have any specific symbol for whether we are eating meat or fruits. Yep, we can eat meat, but only once for a quest. All of this stage we will be starving until death. But the most important thing is what we can do with DNA. We can talk or sing, because we don't have a mouse. When I tried to engage with anyone, the game just crashed. So I figured out what to do. We can't bite or attack, so I just spit on everyone and lured them to my nest, where my cockroaches did all the work. After killing one victim, I went for another. Using this method, I managed to finish the entire creature stage. What about creatures that are farther than one nest away? No problem, I just ran away, and when they fell behind enough, I waited for them. So what about food? I want to tell you that the best method for me was just mating when my hunger fell too low or dying. Not the best decision, but sometimes I just didn't have a choice. The game crashed all the time, so I had to save the game every few seconds. I was constantly luring and trapping these creatures to me, and my tribe killed them again and again. Spitting was available only twice before the game crashed. Everything changed when I was able to add a few friends to my pack. And everything became a little easier. But usually I still brought everyone to our nest, because when I stopped spitting, they still ran for me. Here you can see a lot of bodies that I brought with me. And now you can see how a victim was killed without me doing anything. And I even received a fragment for this. Oh, I need to save as usual. After everybody. It's just a must-have for today. And I really want to show how our evolutionary scale looks. It's a really interesting and really sad game today, because I'm hating the violence aspect. Congrats on the new stage, tribe, and first of all we are trying to eat. I don't want to talk about how I passed the creature stage. It was really long and nerve-wracking, and we have one rule: we don't talk about the creature stage. In this stage there is no problem with food. We are eating, but I don't know how. But I'm still happy about it. There is another tribe that I made before. It's possible to see what they are eating, and it's algae and eggs, the same as my tribe. Of course we are catching algae, not fish, so we should eat fruits. Am I right? Of course no, because we can't gather any fruits. I really tried, clicked a lot of times, and tried to use different members of my tribe, but definitely no. Maybe with meat I will have more success? I'm afraid my answer is again no. After killing a creature, we could see that the body just disappears. So we can't gather anything from it, even if we are trying our best. But I've seen that we have eggs in our buffet, and yep, we can gather them. Just have a look at how this creature is happy about her egg. I want to point out that we can't build a building for gathering fruits, but we could build an instruments house with a tube. And now it's time to use them. I will not comment on this. After the tribe stage, there are no more cutscenes with voices. The game is really noisy, but sounds are existing when we are calling a machine to do something, but not when we are communicating with someone of our species. But during an attack and in some cutscenes, still voices. And now it's time for the last stage. So we can talk with other civilizations, and the sound is okay. What about us? No sound and no music.